Das Spiel, was wir heute spielen werden, ist Tell Me Why. Ja, es ist ein sehr, sehr wichtiges Spiel für mich, für die LGBTQ-Community, wo ich auch ein Teil von bin. Und deswegen habe ich mich auch entschlossen, dieses Spiel heute jetzt zu spielen, im Kompletten in einer Episode durchzuspielen. Ich bin schon sehr, sehr gespannt darauf, wie dieses Spiel ist. Ich habe euch ja schon in den Trailern gesagt, dass ich schon sehr, sehr gespannt darauf bin. Und ja, warten wir einfach nicht mehr lange ab. Starten wir einfach. Lasst uns loslegen. Xbox Game Studios. Das ist wahrscheinlich einer der Gründe, warum es nicht für die PlayStation auskommt. Oh, ich bin schon so gespannt drauf, ey. Ist ja von den Life is Strange Machern. Oh, 1. März 2005 in Alaska. Fängt schon mal interessant an. Wen haben wir denn da? Ist das unser Hauptcharakter?
I need to ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay. Müssen wir da schon Entscheidungen treffen? Ich bin so gespannt. So
Can you
gespannt,
tell
ey.
me what happened tonight?
Ah,
I went to show her my haircut. She had a gun.
Take your time.
She freaked out.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. My mom tried to kill me, so
seine Mutter.
I stabbed her. I
Selbstverteidigung.
killed my mother.
Das ist eigentlich Selbstverteidigung. Tell Me Why. Kapitel 1. Heimkehr. Ich sehe schon kommen, das wird ein sehr, sehr heftiges Thema werden, das hier. Ich habe schon sehr die Befürchtung, dass es ein sehr, sehr heftiges Thema sein wird. 2015 im November. Schöne Landschaft, woher würde ich sagen. Ich habe ja Life is Strange 2 nie wirklich gezockt, obwohl ich alle Episoden habe. Muss ich auch ganz ehrlich dabei sagen. Mir hat das Thema irgendwie einfach nicht gepasst. Ich hoffe mal, es ist kein Copyright-Musik. Das wäre schon scheiße. So, ich habe die Musik mal ein bisschen leiser gemacht. In der Hoffnung, dass wenn es Copyright-Musik ist, dass ich vielleicht davon komme. Ah, da ist bestimmt Tyler. Das hier ist seine Zwillingsschwester, so wie ich weiß. Oh, das wird so super interessant, ey. Das wird so super interessant. Übst du vom Spiel? Also, that's cool. Ja, also, ich bin ja mal sehr, sehr auf diese Story gespannt, weil, wie gesagt, als aktives auch Community-Mitglied der LGBTQ-Community bin ich, gibt es gar keine Ausrede, das Spiel nicht spielen zu wollen. Es gibt gar keinen Grund dafür. Ich muss es einfach zocken. So ist es. So ist es einfach. Map Alaska. Und Chocolate Snacks, also, oh, guten Geschmack. Also, auf jeden Fall. Aber ja, ich bin so gespannt drauf. Weil, das Thema könnte sehr heftig sein, könnte aber auch sehr, sehr traurig werden. Aber könnte auch sehr lustig werden. Ich weiß es noch nicht. Ich bin schon sehr gespannt drauf, wie letzten Endes es sein wird. Es wäre ja irgendwie interessant, wenn all diese Universen, das Universum von Tell Me Why,
Okay, first, I'm gonna find the keys to the old house. Then, I'm gonna drive to Fireweed and I'm not going to freak out.
okay.
Everything's fine.
Was haben wir denn hier? So. Mal gucken, was haben wir denn hier?
Oh, right. I stashed them down here.
Sag mir bloß, ich habe schon die Schlüssel gefunden. Das wäre ein bisschen schnell gegangen. Schneller als ich dachte. Ja. Oh, was ist da denn für eine Stücke?
So that's where you've been hiding.
Oh, ich liebe ja die Art und Weise, wie,
This feels like another lifetime.
ich weiß ja, ich liebe es ja, wie der Art-Style von den Life is Strange machen das. Das ist einfach nur der Hammer. Einfach nur der Hammer. Übrigens, der Hintergrund, wie ich ihn jetzt momentan habe,
Right. I think I'm ready to go now.
ist ja jetzt erstmal nur ein Übergang. Ich sitze jetzt momentan auf einem normalen Stuhl und dann will ich erstmal gucken. Wenn mein neuer Stuhl da ist, wie er ganz sich auswirkt. Oh, was haben wir denn da drin? Nimm das mal raus. Ich bin mal gespannt, was das ist.
Why do I still have this? Every time I look at it, it reminds me of how very single I am.
Very single. Naja, wir behalten schon Dinge aus einem bestimmten Grund. Behalten wir sie auf. Untersuchen. Was haben wir denn da? Das möchte ich mir ansehen. Ah, Schüssel. Also ein Geschenk hat sie schon. Snacks hat sie schon. Car-Keys hat sie schon. Und den Hausschlüssel hat sie jetzt auch.
I think I'm ready to go now.
Dann haben wir hier. Okay. Und dann hier der Laptop.
I should probably check my email one more time before I go. No, I've already done that 3 times this morning.
Time and I against any two. The Shape of Yesterday und Summertime Sweet. Interessante Bücher. Und dann hat sie hier einen Eishockey-Spieler. Interessant.
Michael and Tyler are so gonna hit it off. It's gonna be so crazy to see him after all these years.
Ja, das glaube ich. Was haben wir denn noch hier? Haben wir hier noch ein paar Sachen, die ich
I
mir
need
noch...
to bring this with me to Juneau.
Juno? Ah, dahin jetzt also. Haben wir
I
das?
should probably get rid of this. I mean,
Yeah.
I can stream it anytime I want. But it makes me happy just to look at the box.
Das ist auch der Grund, warum ich das einfach nicht selber alles mache. Ich habe so viele Blu-rays und so viele DVDs. Das ist heftig. Eine Sternreise, also das hat sie. Und die Hexen von Adam Staffel 1 und 2. Ja, das ist auch so die Sache, warum ich meine Blu-rays nicht wegschmeiße, weil ich denke, irgendwie sind die Boxen schön. Obwohl ich die meisten Sachen jetzt auf dem Streaming-Service irgendwie habe. Richtig, richtig klasse. Also ist auch richtig cool, dieses hier jetzt so zu machen.
I've got to make solid plans to see the Geminids. I
Nachtwache
wonder if
Alaska.
Tyler wanna go.
Interessant, dass man jetzt auswählen
Hey,
kann.
you wanna freeze your ass off watching burning rocks fall through the sky? Yeah, I might need to work on my sales pitch.
Ja, ich merke das schon. Oh, das können wir uns auch noch anschauen.
Probably not gonna see any stars at this time of day.
Nope, wahrscheinlich nicht.
I could look at this artwork all day.
Ist schick.
Not the prettiest of my creations, but she weirdly kinda looks like me in the morning.
Das ist merkwürdig, nur mal ich mag ihn.
Haven't practiced since high school. I'm
Eishockey.
probably super rusty.
Was haben wir da? I can fly. I can this. Okay. Oder I can do this. Okay. Ich würde sagen, da gehen wir. Haben lange genug Zeit verschwendet. Ja, Tyler.
Allie. She's gonna be so awkward.
Lieber Tyler, ich weiß, was du jetzt denkst. Ein Brief? Warum so komisch und so förmlich? Wieso keine E-Mail? Tja, ich dachte mir, für ein Hey, Bruderherz, ich wollte mich nur mal eben melden, bevor wir uns wiedersehen, nachdem wir uns 10 Jahre im Kinderknast warst, wäre ein Brief passender. Wie auch immer. Du wirst mir dankbar sein, wenn du 90 bist, die Maschinen der Weltherrschaft an sich gerissen haben und du noch was hast, dass du bei Kerzenschein lesen kannst. Siehst du, ich plane voraus. Tja, ich kann kaum glauben, dass du schon ein paar Wochen wirklich draußen sein wirst. Und wenn wir uns sehen, also versuch bitte, dann bitte mich nicht zu ignorieren. Ja? Wie war dein letzter Monat? Bist du traurig, dass du deine Schützlinge verlässt? Sie werden dich bestimmt vermissen. Ich habe einen Reifen ich habe neue Reifen anbringen lassen, bin also bestens vorbereitet, um dich abzuholen. Und spar dir gefälligst Bemerkungen, wenn du meine Karre siehst. Sie hat so einiges miterlebt und es kann nicht jeder so ein Autofreak sein. Die Wäschis, glaube ich, heißt es, haben mir den Tag freigegeben. Wir können also direkt zum Erwarten nie wieder über diesen Ort nachdenken müssen. Ich freue mich wirklich darauf, dich zu sehen. Nur damit das klar ist. Drück dich. Alyson. Süß. Ja, also...
I can't believe I'm about to leave this room for the last time. Okay, I'm pretty much done here. I just need to grab my goblin and I'm off.
Kobold?
Bummed I have to leave this behind, but the old house would probably collapse if I blasted this inside.
Ja. Das glaube ich fast auch. Das ist bestimmt heftige Musik. Ah. Haben wir hier der Weg zu einem gesunden Selbstbild für Trans-Männer Alex Green. Und hier haben wir Schutz vor der Flut von... Okay, cool. Und dann
Hey,
hier.
little guy. You're
Der ist
gonna
er
be
wahrscheinlich.
reunited with your sister soon.
Dann nehmen wir ihn mal mit. Zu den Bilds hast du gar nichts, Robert?
Cool. I guess I'm totally ready to go now.
Ja, fast. Ich will nur mal gucken, ob du hier noch irgendwelche anderen Sachen hast. Noch ein Brief. Hey Aaron, du weißt ja, Briefe sind nicht meine Stärke, aber du warst der beste Tutor, den ein gefährdeter, aber reformierbarer Jugendlicher wünschen könnte. Danke, dass du für mich da warst. Du hast mir sehr geholfen, du hast mir mehr geholfen, als du denkst. Oh, ich werde versuchen, das Beste draus zu machen, wenn ich aus Free Weed raus bin. Überleben heißt rebellieren. Danke, Kumpel. Tyler. Interessant.
Denali. I need to get my application ready for next summer. Bye, Herbert.
Oh, die Pflanze heißt Herbert. Oh. Mal da noch? Die erledigen Torturaufgaben. Papierkram vorbereiten für Flucht. Weg 2 Brief für 2. November verlassen.
Man, he's going places. And I'll be able to say I helped him on his way.
Cool.
Man, I'm gonna miss that view.
Ja, da kann ich mir fast schon vorstellen. So, kommt mal. Please give me water and sun. Oh. Thanks. Oh, ich bin gespannt, wie das sein wird, wenn die beiden sie sehen. Das wird bestimmt eine interessante Sache. Da wird bestimmt interessant. Könnte ich mir zumindest gut vorstellen. Nach 10 Jahren. Ja, ist ja, ich meine, gut. Fand es anscheinend auch nicht so ein passendes Geschenk. 10 Jahre Jugendklasse ist ja normal. damit die Jugendlichen halt wieder in die Gesellschaft eingeführt werden können.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi. First time we see each other in 10 years, and it's hi, Tyler.
Sorry,
It's fine, Allison. Hi is a good place to start.
God, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
Ich bin schon sehr
You
gespannt.
have anything else you need to get?
No, this is it. My last 10 years in a bag.
Then
Wow.
we should get going. We just have time to make the morning ferry.
Du hast weniger als ich in den letzten 10 Jahren
You look good
gemacht.
in that.
Thanks. One of my mentees designed it.
It's really good.
Yeah, he's so incredibly talented. I got a couple of local coffee shops to hang his art.
Tyler Ronan, shaping the leaders of tomorrow.
Yep. We're screwed.
So, are you gonna miss anything about this place?
Bestimmt. Bestimmt. Die Leute.
Honestly, people. The other residents, my mentees, my counselor Aaron. It took me a while to fit in, but once I did, it felt like home. They made me feel safe.
Glaube ich fast sogar
Safe
schon.
enough to be me.
That's so great.
Ja.
I'm really happy for you.
We planning to drive to Delos Crossing or push?
You are welcome to walk.
Nah, I'll take my chances.
Need one last look or anything?
Nee.
Looked. Let's go.
Ja, man sieht, das Auto hat schon sehr viel miterlebt. So eine alte Karre. Aber meistens sind es die alten Karren, die sehr viel mitmachen noch. Die modernen Autos wahrscheinlich meistens nicht mehr so. Erstaunlicherweise. Erstaunlicherweise. Oh, heftig.
No, really. I am 100% not creative enough to make that stuff up. Oh, and just last week, they had to turn the ferry around because a bear was on board.
No way.
Cool.
Someone heard a commotion in the back of a delivery truck, so they opened it up. And there was the bear, fat and happy on a literal mountain of empty chip bags.
You go where the food is.
Yep. Anscheinend schon.
I can relate to that.
Anscheinend schon.
So then what happened?
I'm not sure. I think they couldn't get him to leave, so they tranked him.
Oh, poor buddy.
Ja, schon irgendwie.
Shot in the ass just for getting the munchies.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Safety first in bear country.
Yeah, but prevention is best. Common sense goes a long way in keeping them from getting shot.
Ja.
The bear is fine, Tyler.
For now. You hear they've been talking about loosening up regulations on trophy hunting again?
Oh je.
Higher bag limits, inhumane ground traps, even bringing back hibernation hunting. What kind of asshole gets off on killing a sleeping animal?
Das stimmt.
I'm not against hunting, but predators play a vital role in the health of our natural parks. What? Why are you smiling? I'm being serious.
Oh, I can tell, Ranger Tyler.
Not yet. But at least I got the school part out of the way.
Wisst ihr, was mich das jedes hier erinnert?
I can't believe you got a
And wake.
bachelor's already. While I boast a half-completed certificate in accounting from an online college that may have stolen my credit card number.
You'll figure out what you want. You have time.
How are you feeling?
Like I'm about to drive straight into a whiteout and my fog lights are dead.
Hört sich ja nicht so besonders an. Aber ist schon cool. Allein die Grafik,
What
heftig.
about you? Allison?
Whoa. Zoned out there for a second. Sorry.
What's up?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you're right here, standing beside me, on our way to Delos.
Ja.
You don't have to apologize. It's a lot.
Ja, glaube ich.
Why did we take the ferry instead of the coast road?
'Cause I didn't want to be stuck in the car with you for an extra 2 hours.
Ha ha.
We have to take the ferry. It's the only way to reach Delos from Fireweed.
I see.
Okay.
Well, good. I don't think my stomach could have taken 2 more hours of how you handle curves.
I'm sorry. Do you want to take over driving when we dock?
No.
You're gonna have to get back behind that wheel at some point, you know.
Look, I put a fireweed van nose first in a ditch.
Hey, at least you missed the porcupine.
Ja, kann man so sehen, fast schon.
I'm guessing things haven't changed much.
You mean in Delos? Still the capital of East Jesus Nowhere. Can't wait to get out of here.
So schlimm?
Was it really that bad?
Pretty much. But it could definitely have been worse.
Like if you'd been tucked away in a center for troubled youth?
Right.
At least you had Michael.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have survived high school without him.
Bet you're gonna miss him when you move to Juneau. How's he doing?
Good. Good. But I haven't seen him much outside of work lately. He's been busy with his dance and helping his clan organize a potlatch.
Klingt ja nicht gut.
Is that smoke coming out of Stonehouse?
That one over there?
No, the one just beyond it. You know, the one the elders say is haunted to spook little kids.
Oh, right.
Oh, a whole group of us were drinking at a bonfire down at the point and got dared to go inside. We didn't make it past the garden.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Yep.
It was.
Ich irgendwie selber noch was machen? Nee. Okay.
So, we're really going back there, huh?
To Stonehouse?
I mean, we're going home.
Home.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Think the house will sell?
No interested buyers yet. Turns out people don't line up to buy murder houses with no electricity.
At least it's got one hell of a view.
Yeah.
Unlike Juneau.
Hey, Juneau has mountain views aplenty. It just also has people and fun.
Oh.
You still thinking you might be my roomie?
Thinking about it.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Klar.
Shoot.
I was told... I mean, after you, well, graduated, I guess, and became a mentor 3 years ago, you still basically spent all your time at Fireweed, right?
Pretty much. There were a few times I tried to go to these meetups for trans people in Juneau, but something always came up. I probably should have put myself out there more.
Also ich bin der
but
Trans, aber...
It was better to be around in case the residents needed me.
So you were free to come and go as you pleased?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Just being an overly invested sister. Curious how you spent your time.
Also ich bin der Trans, aber ich habe auch zum Beispiel für die Religion. Gibt es auch schon mal Treffen, wo man hingehen kann. Da bin ich auch nie hingegangen. Und daher kann ich sowas nachvollziehen, dass man auf Treffen gerne hingehen will,
Ja?
aber halt nicht machst.
Spit it out.
Spuck's aus.
Okay, you need to promise not to freak out.
What is it?
Anderen da.
It's a gift. From Eddie. I know he's not your favorite person, but
I'm sorry. When you said Eddie, I thought you meant Chief Brown, as in the police officer who arrested me.
come on, Ty, don't...
And your adopted father, the man who didn't let you visit me for 7 years.
The Fireweed administration backed him up, Tyler. They thought it was best for both of us.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
It's a peace offering. And you're the two most important people in my life. Please. For me.
He can't buy my forgiveness with some cheap-ass trinket.
It's a gift, Tyler. You know what gift-giving means in Tlingit culture. And what it means to refuse one.
Okay. Wichtige Entscheidung.
Fine. I'll take it, but I'm not going to wear it.
Really?
Really.
Ja.
Just so we're clear, this was for you, not Chief Brown.
You know, you could call him Eddie.
Ja.
Uncle?
Hard pass.
Das glaube ich nicht, dass er das macht. Ich habe das Geschenk jetzt nur angenommen, weil sie so unbedingt wollte. Ist die Schwester, hallo? ist die Schwester, Zwillingsschwester, glaube ich sogar. Natürlich nimmt er das.
Did you hear that?
Wenn nur für sie ist. Hallo? Ja.
Whoa.
Wow, ein Wal. Das ist
No
mal
place like
cool.
home.
Yeah.
Also das ist mal geil. Hat man da alles
Would it
erlebt
ruin
bei
the
solchen
moment if
Fähren?
I said I needed to call home?
Yes. Completely.
Sorry.
Go
Sorry.
ahead and stop apologizing all the time.
Okay, sorry. Thanks.
Okay, dann schauen wir doch mal,
It's
was
so
wir...
weird being back on this boat.
Oh, was haben wir denn da?
Yikes.
Hey, I heard that.
Hey, man, it's your truck. You do you.
Same to you. Live and let live. Just a sticker. Enjoying the ride?
Ja.
I don't think I could ever get tired of this.
Agreed. Where you headed?
Delos Crossing?
Same here. You from around here?
Geboren und aufgewachsen.
Born and bred.
Ah, you don't say. I moved to Anchorage around your age. Delos was mostly Alaska natives then. Clay Kid, Haida. I haven't been home in 5 years.
Oh, so you owed your family a visit?
I'll say. You may not know it yet, but your folks, they get old real fast.
Das stimmt.
Right.
I'm Alex, by the way. Alex Gershwin. No relation.
Huh?
To George Gershwin.
Ah.
Gershwin, the pianist. Folks are always asking if we're related, so I try to head it off with the pass.
Oh,
What'd you say your name was?
I didn't. I'm Tyler. Tyler Ronan.
Ronan, huh? Ronan as in the Ronans?
Uh-huh.
So, you're... I never knew those girls had a brother.
We didn't.
Oh.
Nice talk.
Yeah. Enjoy your time in town, Tyler.
Oh. Das ist unangenehm. Oh, da stellt sich mein Ganze hier auf bei mir. Unangenehm, das Gespräch gerade. Besonders, wo er so sagte, wir hatten gar keinen Bruder. Kann man mit ihr nochmal schwätzen? Dazu gesellen.
Hey again.
Fancy meeting you here.
Was sind wir denn da eigentlich?
There's nothing like the open air.
Hey, you sent your application to Denali yet?
Not yet. I need way more experience.
You're not applying to run the entire national park. They've got to have something entry level, right?
Yeah, but I've done no internships, no volunteer work. They probably get hundreds of applicants, and I've got nothing to show.
Come on, you don't know that. Doesn't hurt to try.
Cannery still going strong, huh?
Not sure what people would do around here if it weren't.
Was sollst du noch machen?
Damn. I watched the cell footage you sent me, but seeing it for real is wild.
Yeah, it was terrible. You could smell the smoke all the way over in Delos Crossing.
2 years later, and they haven't cleaned it up at all?
The company went under after, and surprise, no one else is eager to take it on.
Someone died, right?
Yeah, it was a crazy day.
Es wäre, wie gesagt, Hammer, wenn sie irgendwie Geschichten miteinander verbinden täten. Die Geschichte von Max, die Geschichte von den Leuten aus Teil 2.
I think I'm gonna sit in the car for the rest of the ride.
Sure. It's way more interesting out here. Smells better too.
Ja, hast recht.
You're right. I'll stay on deck.
Kann man noch mehr mit ihr reden?
Did you make a friend?
I did. We're hitting Bernie's tonight to watch the game.
I can see the harbor. We're almost there.
Oh, Ja, rapide abgeschnitten. Oh ja, der Deckel, das kommt langsam näher. Das stimmt wohl. Kann man hier eigentlich schon rein? Scheint, nein. Was haben wir da? Das ist alles nur Werbung. Mal open. Ah, okay. Das ist eigentlich alles nur Werbung, was sehr wahrscheinlich ziemlich unwichtig sein wird. Man muss es jetzt so reinsetzen. Ah, so geht es praktisch weiter. Okay. Hätte ich mir auch denken können. Stupid me. Der Typ hat auch gar nicht so positiv darauf reagiert. So, oh. Oh. Der wusste genau, dass sie jetzt ein Mann ist. Und jetzt Tyler heißt. Wird mega interessant, ich merke das schon. Ich schaue mal auch später noch von der ersten Episode mehrere Reaktionen noch an, beziehungsweise mehrere Durchgänge. Und bin mal gespannt, wie die einzelnen Leute so reagiert haben auf manche Situationen. Bin ich schon sehr, sehr gespannt drauf. Das wird definitiv interessant. Irgendwie ist das alles so ein bisschen merkwürdig für die beiden, man merkt das. Man merkt es so stark, dass es so merkwürdig ist für die beiden. Ich meine, wenn man sich unwohl in seinem eigenen Körper fühlt, warum sollte es nicht okay sein, sich umzuoperieren? Das ist meine Meinung. Man tut niemanden damit verletzen. Man will nur selber sich selbst sein. Man sollte immer man selber sein. Das ist meine Meinung. Egal, ob das jetzt Geschlecht ist, ob das jetzt die Sexualität ist. Egal. Man sollte immer derjenige sein, den man selber sein möchte. Den man hier drin sein will. Das sollte man immer sein. Oh, das ist aber ein altes Haus.
Wow. It's basically exactly like I remember it. Only faded.
Like a Polaroid left on a windowsill.
From the outside, it almost looks charming.
Ja, aber wahrscheinlich nur von außen.
Charm's not the problem. Structural integrity may be an issue.
You think there's a chance whoever buys it will just tear it down?
If someone buys it, they can do whatever they want with it.
You wouldn't care at all?
Would you?
Sure. Everywhere I look, I see a piece of one of our adventures.
Everywhere I look, I just see her.
Die Mutter?
Alyson, we could go grab a bite. Start this tomorrow?
No. The only way to get this done is to do it.
Okay. Ich denke mal, sie meint die Mutter, weil die Mutter, die hat er ja so viel,
After
wie am
you.
Anfang festgestellt haben, ja abgestochen, ne? Aber das ist ja, ich denke mal, die Tür wird verschlossen sein, ja.
Locked.
Ich habe nämlich schon gesehen, dass das Fenster
Well,
angezeigt wurde.
It's a good thing I remembered this.
Ja, wir haben ohne das gegangen.
You sure that's the right key?
Haben sie schon auswechseln lassen? Obwohl, ne, ist ja noch gar kein Käufer.
Maybe someone changed the lock.
Who would change the lock on us?
I don't know. We're screwed.
You got a plan B?
Fenster.
Yeah. We find another way in. I never knew a locked door that could keep the crafty goblins out.
Yeah, we had a million ways in and out of this old house. At least one of them's gotta work.
Aber es sind beides, muss man wirklich ganz ehrlich sagen, beides extrem hübsche Personen. Hat eigentlich immer ein Tagebucheintrag oder so? Okay, anscheinend dann. Wie sieht es denn hiermit aus? Mit dem
I could
Fenster?
break a window.
You know civilized people don't do that, right?
Oh, so we're civilized now?
Well, maybe not. But we are trying to sell this place, and broken windows aren't exactly amenities.
Ja, es ist wahr.
The crafty goblins. I haven't thought about them in forever. Or should I say, us.
We almost spent more time as goblins than we did as kids.
Oh, do you remember all the other characters? The Moon Hag, the Ice King, the Old Bear?
Most of them, I think. But the details are fuzzy. Hey, do you know what happened to the book with all the stories?
No idea. But I'm sure it'll turn up when we clean this place out.
Doesn't seem like the greenest source of energy.
Not like she had the money for solar panels.
Okay.
At least we don't have any use for this right now.
Luckily. Remember the snowstorm in 2004? Marianne had us digging for hours.
I remember she made it a game at least.
That's right. We made tunnels to escape the ice troll.
I hid it to her.
Ja, wie
She could
cool.
make us do anything if she turned it into a goblin tale.
Kann man hier vielleicht öffnen? Aber irgendwie muss man hier reinkommen.
It's no good. I can't open this one either.
It's okay. We'll find another way in.
Ja, wird man schon. Wenn wir die Scheibe einschlagen. Oh Gott. Weil hier diese Tür hat sie da. Probier doch da mal den Schlüssel.
Open sesame.
Let me guess. It's locked.
Yup. Know any other secret passwords?
Honeydew? Nope.
So, any idea how we're gonna get in?
We used to play under the house when we were kids.
Yeah, we stashed all our goblin treasure down there.
There was a hatch, right? That opened up into the laundry room?
There was. Hope I can still fit. I'm a little taller than I was at 11.
Ja.
What'd you find?
Our hidden treasure?
Seriously? How do we think to stash it there?
Goblin secrets are always well kept.
Remember how mad she'd get if we didn't use the compost?
And she always knew when we were lying.
Waste not, or kiss the planet goodbye.
Okay, also ihr habt unten gespielt. Dann muss ich also einen Weg nach unten. Muss ich finden, ja? Haben wir hier irgendwie einen Weg?
Hopefully Mother Nature holds off on the blizzards until after we sell the house.
Oh, ich kann sogar noch weitergehen. Aber bringt mir nichts. Ist ja ein hübsches Haus. Auch von innen sieht es hübsch aus. Okay, wir müssen einen Weg nach unten finden. Kann ich nur da hingucken, wenn sie da ist? Nee.
Remember how mad she'd get if we didn't use the compost?
And she always knew when we were lying.
Waste not, or kiss
Gleich.
the planet goodbye. At least the shed's still standing.
Yep. I don't want to think about what might be living inside it, though.
Well, better alive than dead.
Ugh, yes. Let's deal with that later. Plenty else to do first.
Okay, das hier ist auch zu, war klar.
It's locked, all right.
War klar. Oh, ich habe ein Fenster, was offen ist.
What was she doing out here that night? She did not like us using her tools.
She was probably...
Well, at least the tools are still here. That'll help with the repairs.
They're good quality, too. Marianne wanted stuff like that to last. Homemade cleaning products may be better for the planet, but they do not have the same shelf life.
Add it to the shopping list. She did not like us using her tools.
She was probably just afraid we'd hurt ourselves.
Or she thought we'd go on a rampage and tear up her precious plants.
And we would have, so...
Okay, da kommen wir auch schon mal nicht weiter. Ich glaube, ich gucke, wo ich weiterkomme und dann melde ich mich wieder. Schauen wir mal, wie kommt man da jetzt hier weiter? Da muss doch irgendwo einen Weg geben. Ach, hier haben wir ihn doch schon.
You need a hand with that?
No, it should be fine.
Okay.
If we just get this board out of the way, I could probably squeeze through.
So we need something to pry it off.
Yep.
It's screwed in pretty good. We need a screwdriver.
Wie wär's denn mal mit einer Schaufel?
I think I saw one back in the shed.
Let's go check.
Ja, aber dafür habt ihr doch keinen Schlüssel, oder? Aber gucken wir mal.
Hey, it's locked, all right. Okay. Should be something in here that'll work. She did not like us using her tools. I guess Marianne left us something useful, huh?
Yeah. We still have to find a way to get inside, though. And please, no broken windows.
We'll see ya. What's happening? Do you feel that?
Oh, erinnern.
And don't leave this room until everything looks as clean as a whistle. Ugh.
Okay.
This is
Interessant.
the millionth time I've gotten in trouble because of you. You and your big mouth. Hey, you were thinking the same thing. You just weren't brave enough to tell her. What good would it do? It's not like she ever listens to us anyway. Well, I'd rather scream it right in her stupid face than be a quiet little mouse. Oh, we forgot the key. We need to put it back. Maybe we could hide it somewhere. You know, for fun. Goblins are supposed to help the princess, not play mean tricks. Whatever, you're not fun. I'm only trying not to make her even worse.
Whoa. Did that just happen?
I don't know, but I saw it too.
It felt like it did when we used to share thoughts with our voice.
It did, but that was a memory of us 10 years ago, right? I vaguely remember it happening.
Interessant.
So, and that's new, right?
Yeah. We could share thoughts and feelings, but we never replayed memories like that.
Why would it happen? And why that memory?
I don't know. It's pretty eerie.
It's weird, but our voice was always a good thing. This could be too.
I'm feeling something again. Near the barn.
Yeah, me too.
Ja, hier.
Hurry! Let's go see the silent frog. Coming. I'm coming. What? Stop sulking. I told you already. I'm sorry. No, you're not. Okay. Guess you don't want to see what I put in the treasure room then. What? No, I want to see.
Guess we know where to search now.
We just have to remember which one is the silent frog.
Das Teil. Ah, das ist so hier.
So, which one of you is hiding the key? Hmm?
Der hier wahrscheinlich, oder?
Damn, where's the key?
Seriously?
Kidding.
Oh, come on.
Okay, sorry.
Der hat nämlich. Mann. Deswegen
Nice
habe
job
ich.
keeping a secret, buddy.
Deswegen dachte ich mir schon alleine, dass es der Silent Frog sein muss. Cool. Kann man das aufmachen. Perfekt. Was haben wir denn hier?
Huh. Who left this box here? It looks brand new.
It wasn't me. Has someone been out here recently?
Guess it's your lucky day, bird friends.
Den nehmen wir auch. Den brauchen wir nämlich.
Got it.
All this for a screwdriver?
You got a better idea how to get in?
Ja, hast du eine bessere Idee? Dann machen wir doch da ganz normal. Aber interessant. Das sind so kleinere Rätsel. Oh, das hat... Schnell. Das hätte ich nicht so schnell rausgehabt. Das werden sie aber zumachen müssen, wenn sie das
You
verkaufen.
sure you want to go in there?
This was our very first den, remember?
Who knows what lives down there now?
Ja. Ja, ist Mögliche dort leben, das stimmt schon. Aber wird ja wohl wahrscheinlich nicht.
Everything okay down there?
Bist du eigentlich mal bei...
Tyler?
Oh mein Gott, oh mein Gott.
That's not funny!
Then why am I laughing?
Okay, fine. But you're still an idiot.
Alright. I'm going in for real this time.
Okay. I'll see you at the front door in a few minutes.
Oh Mann. Ich mag seinen Humor. Echt. So. Mal durchkriechen.
Ouch!
Are you okay? What happened?
I just hit my head like an idiot.
Ja.
Wait. What? Where are you?
Ty, I'm outside. But I can hear you in my head. Our voice. It's back.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, ja.
I don't suppose you remember how to get to the hatch.
I think so.
Dragons, straight ahead.
Need to go left, I think. Then left again after the goblins.
Okay.
Wow. Can't say I ever expected to see you again. It's been a long time, buddy.
Oh, süß. Hat sie nicht gesagt, links nach den Goblins?
Nope. It was on the right.
My bad.
Past the treasure.
Straight ahead.
You know, I almost convinced myself our voice was just another childhood fantasy.
Me too. But we really are connected.
Ja, man merkt es. Was bleibt denn hier?
The Mad Hunter. Why am I still afraid to say his name?
He was Mary Ann's creation. She made all the creepy characters.
Ah, da haben wir doch. Irgendwie habe ich so ein Gefühl, dass das hier ein bisschen traurig ausgehen wird. Ich weiß nicht warum. Es gibt in jedem Spiel von denen irgendeine traurige Sache, die vorkommt. Wie zum Beispiel, als Chloes Eltern gestorben sind in Before the Storm. Mann, war das traurig. Puh. Aber ich würde sagen, wir machen jetzt erstmal die Tür auf, auch wenn es natürlich verlockt, erstmal hier zu gucken. Wir machen hier erstmal die Tür auf. Und dann gucken wir mal. Der Mitteiler macht die Tür auf.
Tyler, are you in there? Tyler!
Coming!
Coming.
Are you okay?
Olive, good to hear your voice again.
Yeah, same here.
So, coming in or what?
Just working up to it.
Ja, die haben viel erlebt damit. Mit dem Haus anscheinend. Ich merke das schon. Ich merke schon, wie heftig das für die beiden sein muss.
We're here.
Here we are.
So, how do we get started?
We figure out what to keep, what to trash, and see what else this house might be trying to show us.
Okay.
Marianne's room.
Let's not go in there until we absolutely have to.
Agreed. String, glue, duct tape. The holy trinity of house repair.
Marianne loved having something to fix.
I love fixing things too. Header installs, swapping cams.
Those are car things, right?
No, those are hot rod things.
Well, keep up the car talk and you'll fit right in around here.
Guess we never had time to complete the collection.
These came out of one of the prize machines at the Vecchi's store, right?
Yeah, you'd slide the quarters inside on the little tray, and then magic, out pops a sticker.
Cool. Schon nicht schlecht. Und da.
What was she hoping to do with all these jars?
She used to barter for our clothes with homemade jam.
She tried everything to make ends meet.
Well, not everything.
Was haben wir hier?
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Marianne's unfinished masterpieces.
There's 2 of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne.
Was haben wir da? Ah, es sind wieder mehrere Sachen.
Wow. I'm so embarrassed for us. Mini Da Vinci's we were not.
She saved every drawing we ever did.
There's a couple of these I might keep. She took so many pictures.
Yeah. Like she had to document every second of our lives.
Das ist heftig.
It made her happy. And it was kind of nice to see her smile.
I guess.
You okay?
All these happy pictures. They look so sad now. So staged.
I know.
Ist schon, eine neue Erinnerung.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom!
Sorry, what? Not now. Maybe next year.
But you promised!
Keep whining, and my next year will become never.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
But I want to cut it short. Really short.
What? Look, I'm tired, and I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You always say that.
Marianne said no to everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always on edge those last few months.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me too.
True, but it felt personal with me. I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
I miss the cold winter nights curled up here, with big mugs of hot cocoa.
Yeah, Marianne was so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
Ah, that's why it was so nice. No Marianne.
That was the one time we were ever quiet. We knew she needed to sleep.
We all needed her to sleep.
She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nee.
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing. But you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
How you feeling about being back?
I thought I knew what to expect, but everything keeps catching me by surprise. My nerves are completely raw.
I get it.
How about you? You okay?
Keine Ahnung, wie ich mich fühle. Keine Ahnung, wie ich mich fühle.
I'm honestly not sure how I feel yet. I'm just trying to think of it as an empty house.
Yeah. An empty house full of actual ghosts.
Hopefully they're friendly ghosts.
Aber hier. Ich kann mal wieder mehrere Sachen anschauen. Oh ja, da sind.
She pinched every penny.
Haben wir hier. Hallo Mom, es tut uns leid, dass die Vase kaputt ist. Wir wussten nicht, dass du sie so mochtest. Wir müssen besser aufpassen und nicht im Fensterzimmer spielen. Nächstes Mal versuchen wir vernünftiger zu sein. Bitte sei nicht böse auf uns. Es tut uns leid, wir sollten vorsichtiger sein. Ich bin sehr traurig, dass wir dich zum Weinen gebracht haben. Wir sollten lieber draußen spielen. Ich werde Olli bitten, nicht immer so wild zu sein. Wir machen es nie wieder. Tut mir leid. Oh. Schau mal, diese Smiley, diese traurigen Smileys da.
What are you reading?
A letter we wrote her. To apologize for breaking that stupid vase, remember?
Bore your kids into good behavior. Great parenting strategy.
Old textbooks. Tessa gave them to us, right?
Yeah, she thought we were gifted.
I always loved when she came over. She brought food and toys.
You might not be quite so excited to see her now.
Why do you say that?
Her worldview is narrow, even by Della's Crossing standards.
Interessant. Ist voll interessant, irgendwie die Welt von denen kennenzulernen. Ich weiß auch nicht. Hast du auch dazu was zu sagen? Ja, anscheinend nicht. Okay. Dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir mal nach oben.
Yo, what are you doing down there?
What do you think I'm doing? Trying to figure out if anything in Marianne's mess is worth keeping.
Any progress?
Not really. What about you? What are you doing up there?
I'm tired of her mess. Let's dig into ours.
Right. Guess it's time to mainline nostalgia.
Bin ich aber gespannt, was wir da so alles finden werden.
Where'd you come from?
Okay, cool. Ich spüre schon wieder irgendeine Erinnerung. Die kommt auf jeden Fall wieder auf uns zu. Nope. Dann öffnen wir mir das doch mal. Bin mal gespannt. Ey. Da ist 100 Pro.
Now this feels like home. Hey, you. I just found your twin under the house. He's seen better days.
Das von Alyson.
This one wasn't mine.
We never appreciated this view as kids.
Look, it's the game we made. Lusion Tramway.
That game never made any sense.
Didn't stop us from playing all day.
Dude, we were kids. All we needed were rocks and bird feathers.
Ja.
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juneau.
Forever alone.
What?
We barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals.
Kann man lesen. Hallo Alyson und Olli. Wir schreiben euch aus der Vergangenheit. Wie ist die Zukunft so? Ja, ist ebenfalls total cool. Wir haben mit der Seilbahn ganz da oben gefahren. Olli hatte Angst. Das ist gelogen. Wir haben ein paar Bücher bekommen, aber als Mama abends ins Restaurant gegangen ist, hat sie dort vergessen. Es war cool. Auf der Fähre gab es jede Menge Wale. So ein Quatsch. Die waren im Wasser, Dummkopf. Jedenfalls soll ich diese Postkarte daran erinnern, wie cool wir waren. Vor allem ich. Alyson und Olli. Das wäre zum Beispiel so ein Ding, was ich behalten würde. Was einfach eine Erinnerung ist. Haben wir hier.
Tyler, do you copy? If we don't move fast, this whole thing is going to melt. Do you copy?
Copy, Alyson. Gonna get this thing moving soon. Don't want the Mad Hunter to catch us. Over.
The Mad Hunter. Ugh, he still gives me the creeps. I wish I could forget about him.
Was haben wir denn da? Oh.
Look what I found.
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
Meine Güte. Schaut euch das mal an. So viele Geschichten. Heftig.
Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Oh oh. Das hört sich nicht gut an. Olli ist wahrscheinlich sein Name gewesen, als er noch ein Mädchen war. Nehme ich jetzt einfach mal an.
Where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Twice as hard to keep him as a man. Würde ich eher sagen. Keep him as a woman. Er würde am liebsten sich selber durch. Oh, ist das süß.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
Heftig.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
Heftig. Seht ihr, wie...
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Alyson. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Ja.
Well, then let's go find it.
Aber lasst mich erstmal noch ein bisschen...
You think her room is still locked?
It always was. I'm not looking forward to going in there.
I know, but we'll have to eventually, and I need it back.
Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see.
Spiel. Willst du Game of Thrones mit dem anschauen? Könnte ein bisschen awkward werden, und, wenn man das Verhältnis zwischen den beiden Zwillingen am Anfang sieht. Wo ist die Erinnerung? Da.
The Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right? I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end. What? No way!
The Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
Ah. Mann, die haben total interessante Vergangenheit, die beiden. Mal hier noch.
This bathroom still smells like Marianne.
Good scrub, and we'll be rid of that too.
Ansehen.
Not a total disaster, Ronan. What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. handmade soap. Still here after 10 years. Impressive.
You could say that about the entire house.
Ja, kann man wirklich so sagen.
We were so competitive about who measured taller. Like, we actually had anything to do with it.
And after all that, it ended in a tie.
Yeah, none of that crazy stretching I did made any difference. I tried to bury this dress in the backyard, but Marianne caught me.
It was a pretty dress.
Yeah, well, we both know pretty was never my thing.
Ich merke das schon. Man darf in der hässlichen Maske.
We should take down the creepy masks if we don't want to scare the buyers away.
Oh, so now you don't want to scare someone with those masks.
Are these authentic Tlingit?
I doubt it.
I'm surprised Marianne would buy fakes.
20 years ago, everyone was buying fakes.
Ja, wohl wahr. Na gut, gehen wir mal rein.
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Ja.
Yep.
Hand it over.
What are you looking for?
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Oh Mann, cool.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
What a weird childhood.
Touché.
Muss ich das jetzt wirklich lösen oder lässt mich das Spiel einfach rein? Das ist also... okay. Alles klar. Ich hätte gedacht, dass das automatisch in eine Szene übergeht. Da hat die
And
tatsächlich...
boom, we're in.
Hat die tatsächlich einen Code daraus gemacht, ey. Ich habe gedacht, da wären irgendwie Zeiten oder so. Aber waren Tiere, die man ausfinden musste. Heftig.
After so many years, I expected this to feel more, you know, like a win.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one who solved the riddle.
Why do I feel like you're not gonna let me forget that?
Bitte auch nicht.
Where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
Okay.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in.
Okay, interessant. Wow.
They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
I remember now. We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this, as if she's still here,
It really sucks.
She was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
Ich meine, da. Ganz wichtig. Ah, ein Sammelobjekt. Das hat die kluge Prinzessin. Was und... Ist es das?
It's here. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
Haben wir da?
Tyler.
Jetzt vorhabt, euch
Tyler.
wegzuschicken.
What?
Look.
Oder was ist los? Raising Ort. Ah, die hat sich informiert, wie man das machen kann. Wow.
Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know.
Das ist
I don't
verwirrend.
know. Tyler, come here.
Das ist echt verwirrend. Wieso würdest du das machen, das
She
lesen
can't do this to me.
und
Not
ihn dann
now,
angreifen?
when I finally made sense of a few things.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense.
Wohl wahr.
10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off.
Yeah.
Ja. Beide haben so eine tolle Beziehung miteinander. Das ist echt Hammer.
I think I need some air.
Heftiger Stoff, ey.
Are you really, really sure? I am. Do it. Okay.
Aber sich die Haare abgestatten hat. Wollte er die ganze
Here we
Zeit
go.
haben. Aber sie wollte das nicht. Da haben sie es heimlich gemacht. Wahrscheinlich nicht gerade die intelligenteste Idee.
Whoa. Is it all gone? Yeah. It looks amazing. Really? Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary. Yeah, but not tonight, though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister. I feel more like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other. But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
Sie war so cool, die Schwester von ihm.
Mom? Mom?
Bin ich mal gespannt, was da die ganze Zeit bei rauskommt. Was da rauskommt, ey. Ob das zeigen im ersten Ding schon oder ob es eine Mystery bis zur Episode 3 bleiben wird. Ich würde es ja feiern, wenn sie zeigen würden.
Okay, bitte. It's okay. It's okay. Just no, okay.
Mom?
Oh no.
Wie sieht sie denn
No,
aus?
no. This is
Creepy.
wrong. This is all wrong. Wait! Stop!
Das muss ich aber nicht als der kleine Tyler weglaufen, oder? Das wäre heftig. Nee. Geschichte wird nach und nach erzählt, wie er passiert ist. Das wird interessant. Das wird mega interessant.
Glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
Tja.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005?
Ja. Das
Was she trying to
definitiv.
figure out how to support me?
Maybe?
Which she wasn't trying. She never.
It doesn't make sense. I know.
Ja.
You cutting your hair was what
Null.
set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that. Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did and they
Weiß
aren't.
man nicht.
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
Ja. Muss schon sein.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But we need to go by the store anyway. To get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
You've been on edge all day. Is there something more going on with you?
It's nothing.
Pretty sure it's not nothing. And I'd like us to be on the same page.
I thought we were on the same page. Sell this place as quick as possible and move on.
Look, I've already explained why this is so important to me. Why are you still dragging your feet?
It's just with the way you avoided this place for the last 3 years, I thought you wouldn't want to spend any extra time here.
Oh. So that's what this is about.
Maybe
Yep.
a little.
Anscheinend.
Yeah. It's just... You graduated 3 years ago. And this is the first time we've seen each other in person.
It's not that I didn't want to see you. I just wasn't ready to be Tyler in Delos Crossing.
I tried to visit you. I tried to go to your fireweed graduation. I wanted to bake you a crappy boxed cake and take awkwardly posed photos.
I know.
But you shut me out. All I got was non-responses and half-assed evasions.
Look, I didn't want to see anyone. I just started testosterone. And, oh god, I had the worst acne. My emotions were all over the place, and the smells... Alyson, the smells... Men smell bad.
I know. I've dated a few.
Look, I needed some time to figure my shit out before I asked anyone else to try. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Warum den Kauf überstürzen?
So, I was thinking...
Hmm?
Do we need to be in such a rush to sell this place?
We've been over this, and we both agreed it's time for a clean break.
I know, trust me. I'm not talking about staying for long. Just long enough to get some answers.
And you think this house has those answers?
Maybe not, but it's a place to start.
Ja, finde ich auch. Das ist definitiv ein Anfang.
It would be a shame if there was something to find and we tossed it out. How about we start digging without putting off the sale? And if it seems like we need more time, we'll talk about it then.
Okay. So, we have a plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
Yep.
If that's really what you need. Alright, deal. Ollie's diary. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks.
Zeichnungen, die sind aber immer so hübsch. Ich mache mal immer wieder so ein bisschen das Ding auf, aber könnt ihr ja auch so lesen. Aber die ganze Zeit damit zu verbringen, Tagebuch und so weiter zu lesen, ist vielleicht nicht so ganz. Ist sie verheiratet?
Nice ring. Gift from your boyfriend?
Come on. I told you I'm not with anyone right now. Don't rub it in.
Why does it look familiar?
It was a gift from Eddie. He had them
Oh.
both made at the same time.
Both? Oh, wait.
Yeah. This ring is supposed to be linked to the one he gave you, in a spiritual way.
Do you believe in all that?
You mean, do I believe we could be linked in some other metaphysical way? You know, other than the one that already lets us share thoughts and memories.
Fair enough. Not a bad view, right?
I forgot how beautiful it is.
Remember that time we tried to cross the lake after it froze over?
Oh yeah, how can I forget? Marianne lectured us for an hour.
Well, she wasn't wrong, at least. It was really dangerous. If we'd fallen in, no more goblins.
We grew up on this lake. We know how to spot thin ice.
Alright. I think that's enough time enjoying the view.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah, I know. I was the one all eager to go, and then I started waxing poetic about the landscape.
go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
My sister, the social butterfly.
Social Butterfly, ja. Ich werde das schon. Oh, hier ein bisschen umsetzen. Wird ein bisschen ungemütlich langsam.
Seems we got a trespasser.
What the fuck?
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your property?
5, 4,
I'm Tyler.
Don't know any Tylers. 3, 2...
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Well, your brother?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn, you look like a real man.
So do you, Sam.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
Not a woman who looks like a man, Sam. A man. A real man, just like you.
Oh, shit. Guess I'm the asshole again. You gotta excuse us old guys.
I really don't.
Come on. You kids keep changing the rules. You can't expect us to keep up.
Just respect the people are who they say they are. It's not hard.
No, it ain't
Richtig.
hard, but it just takes some
Richtig.
getting used to.
We'll get used to it, because we aren't going anywhere. So, what are you doing here exactly?
Oh, well, I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking the pipes, and all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, that's no big deal. I just, you know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
Wir sagen, dass
Didn't you used to help Mary Ann with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I just took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
Okay.
How antiquated of you.
Altmodisch. Kann man so sagen, ne?
Yeah, guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure?
Yep.
Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
Wollen wir nicht unfreundlich sein?
Not all. I'm sure the gun she tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course, yeah. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories. But maybe some good ones, too?
Interessant.
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, we can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No.
Oh. All right.
Yes, no.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
Ich habe noch mehr Fragen.
I guess I could ask him a few more questions.
Okay.
Standet ihr euch bald da?
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought. When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as
Anscheinend
anything
schon.
ever has.
Anscheinend schon.
Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
Hat sie echt gemocht.
Did you help with her door?
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh?
Awesome.
You ever solve it?
Yep. Better late than never, I guess.
Never solved it myself. I mean, not that I wanted to. Guess you know all your mama's secrets now, huh?
Well, she may have one or two left.
Denke ich auch, ja. Wir sollten gehen.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So.
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam? We all gotta get going.
Oh. Of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Na los.
Happy to do it.
Na los. Ab mit dir. Tschüss.
Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything
Yeah.
at all.
Ja, tschüss.
You hear?
Tschüss.
Sam?
Yes.
Sam?
Huh.
The
Sure.
keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her. And it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Ja, tschüss. Geh einfach.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself. Both of you.
Yep. Tschüss.
Hey, so we really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
Meine Güte, dieser Sam, der denkt aber wirklich fast, dass das sein Besitz ist, ja, das hier. Ja, der denkt 100%, das ist sein Besitz. Und er akzeptiert sie sozusagen, weil sie die Tochter ist. Aber nun ja. Ist schon interessant. Oh, wer ist da denn? Schicker Nasenring, den du da hast.
Ready to Veni Vidi Vecchi?
I'm ready to talk to Tessa.
Just try to keep in mind that your memory of her is 10 years out of date.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be if she reached out to me while I was in Fireweed, which she didn't. So I'm guessing this is Michael?
Das da hinten? Oh, okay. Auch interessant, dass ich jetzt sie spiele und nicht ihn.
Hey, you.
Hey.
Hey, isn't it your day off?
Yep, we're here as patrons. Tyler, meet Michael. This is the annoying coworker I was telling you about.
I was there for your introduction to marshmallow vodka and wine coolers, and I've only worked my way up to annoying coworker. Rude.
Don't worry, she told me exactly how miserable she'd be in this town without you.
It's so good to finally meet you. The Tyler talk goes on 24/7, so I feel like I already know you. So, you here to grab some stuff for the homestead, or?
Yeah, we decided it'd be easiest if we just stayed out there. We'll get it cleaned up faster if we literally cannot escape it.
Hey, I'm all for efficiency. Cannot wait for us to get out of here.
What's that?
Ja.
Michael is moving to Juneau too. We were thinking of being roommates.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about it? You better not be backing out on me. The only thing that gets me up some mornings is marking one more day off the calendar.
Don't worry, she won't. We'll get the house sold, and you guys can move on.
There could be room for you too.
For sure. The more Ronans, the merrier. I'm studying to be a
Oh.
chef, so, you know it'll be good eating. And hey, I only snore during allergy season. And baseball.
How can I say no to that?
You okay?
Dead on my feet, girl. Got up at 4 to fish before work. It's been a day.
Oh, you like to fish?
Yeah, there's this spot called Buzzard Hole I go to at least twice a week. It's like an hour drive, but it's so chill, especially first thing in the morning.
Shut up. I used to go there all the time.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey, well, if you want to go sometime, holler at me. I don't mind sharing.
Cool. Most guys I know get all smeagol about their fishing spots.
Oh, look at you two. Bonding over the most slow and boring way to kill an animal.
She's just jealous because she couldn't catch a fish, even if she filled the lake with cyanide
I'm
first.
not... Ugh, never mind. Tyler, we better get started with our shopping.
Yeah, I'll be around if you need anything.
Cool. Dann gehen wir doch mal rein, würde ich sagen. Ne? Oh, hier ist eine Erinnerung. Was haben wir denn
I
da?
want to have the crispy tocino, and noodles and spring rolls. And can we get the coconut cake for dessert?
Easy, my hungry goblins. We have to leave some food for the other customers.
But Auntie Tessa said we can have whatever we want.
Man, I miss Tessa's cooking. She still make those, what are they called? Fried banana rolls?
Tehran?
Right.
No, I'm pretty sure she made them special for us.
Ob es halt immer noch macht? Ich bezweifle es.
Well, hello, Miss Ronan. Did you forget something in the office?
No, just doing some shopping. You remember my brother, Tyler?
Your brother? Oh, right, Tyler. What a pleasant surprise.
Didn't Allison tell you I'd be by today?
Yes, I think she did. I just didn't expect to see such a dapper young man.
Well, I did shower this morning.
Did you just get back into town, or?
More or less. We've been working out at the old house.
Ist unangenehm,
But
man merkt
surprise,
jetzt.
surprise. After 10 years of sitting empty, it was missing a few things. Hence the supply run.
Ah, right. Well, we'll get you set right up. It must be nice to be home.
I'm not sure nice is the word for it.
Ah ja.
Oh, of course. I assume being there feels complicated.
Ja, kann man so sagen.
That's one way to describe it.
Well, don't let me keep you any longer. I'll
Genau,
be here
nice.
if you need anything.
Oh, hey, is Tessa around today?
The wife's not in at the moment. I'm sure she'll be around later, though.
Okay. Also,
So we need candles and an all-purpose cleaner.
Plus snacks and drinks. Oh, I'm starving. You think you could take a picture of this? Look, all the good fishing spots are marked.
Later. We've got some shopping to do.
No way. The Trout King is still here.
Hey, have you still not picked anything out?
Oh, remind me what we need again?
Repeat after me. An all-purpose cleaner, candles, drinks, and some snacks.
Alright, I got it. Man, I wish we had a toaster. We could stock up on frozen waffles.
Tyler, you want water, soda, juice?
Whatever you want. I'm not picky.
Wish any of it sounded good. I'm grabbing some water.
You do you, girl.
Okay, Wasser haben wir schon mal. Haben wir hier. Das ist bestimmt alles der
Any
Kraniker.
opinion on cleaning products?
Only that using them is an unfortunate way to spend an afternoon.
Organic's better.
Ja, ich habe jetzt
So,
keinen Bock.
what are you thinking snack-wise? Are you a candy girl or a chips girl?
Chips.
Chips. Salt and vinegar's the only thing that sits right if my stomach's acting up.
Wasn't planning on making out with anybody tonight. So, let's go for it.
Okay, die Chips hier am auch.
Let's see. Fresh cut peonies, triple layer chocolate chip cake, toasted marshmallow.
Are you doing a dramatic reading of a fancy-ass cookbook?
Nope. Just browsing these fancy ass candles.
Nehmen wir die.
You only live once.
Ja, so sieht es aus.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Tom will ring us up at the counter.
So,
Will
bitteschön.
that be all?
Ja?
Yes. Thank you, Tom.
Oh, da ist er wahrscheinlich.
Oh, hi,
Tessa, wa?
Tessa. We were just meaning to come talk to you.
Hi, Tessa. Long time no see.
My God, you look like a completely different person.
It's me. Plus beard.
Yes.
So we were out at the old house today.
Heavens, why would you go there? Surprised it's even still standing.
We found some stuff in Mary Ann's room that took us by surprise.
Oh, really?
We want to ask you some questions about her. You're the only person who might have known Mary Ann better than us.
I don't know about that. It's been a decade, kids.
I know, but I need to ask.
What is it?
Did she ever talk about me being a boy?
No. It never came up. I found out much later, just like everybody else.
Marianne was
Glaub ich
obviously
nicht.
concerned.
Die lügt.
She really didn't confide in you at all?
Your mother was intensely private. She didn't need anyone else, and she made that clear.
But this was about Tyler. She was always willing to ask for help when it came to us.
Not at the end. Look, I have a lot on my plate today. I'm sorry. My advice to you would be to try to move on.
It's not that easy.
Das glaube ich.
What happened that night? You can't understand something like that, but it was God's plan. That's all we can know. I need to go now. Best of luck to you, truly.
What the hell was that?
Das
I
weiß ich
told you
nicht
she
überhaupt.
wouldn't talk. It's like she's got CIA training.
Something's weird here.
Man müsste
It's
das
weird,
dann ausprügeln. Quatsch. Würde ich
Yeah,
dann
I
machen.
feel it too. It's like something's on the tip of my tongue.
Ah, hier.
Hey guys, you all done yet?
Yeah, Mom. Can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
I'm afraid there's no time for games today, sweetie. Now let's go.
Marianne, can you come here?
Sorry, Tessa, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, what's your excuse this time? Emergency repairs for the beaver dam?
Tessa, look.
No, I don't want to hear it. I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts?
Oh.
I'd completely forgotten about that.
I remember it, but not exactly like that. Here, let's see if we can call up Myver, okay?
Interessant. Verschiedene Erinnerungen.
Mom, can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
No, there's no time for games today.
Marianne, can we talk?
No, we can't. Just leave the groceries, kids. Let's go.
Don't. Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay?
Okay. We remember that slightly differently. I guess that makes sense. Rashomon, you know? But whatever happened, after that they walked to the counter, and then Marianne lashed out at Tessa, right?
No. Marianne defended us because Tessa got all preachy.
Which is it going to be?
I want to talk. Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay. Talk to you now.
Haben wir hier für eine Erinnerung? Ah, man kann nur...
Hey?
Nehmen wir Tylers Erinnerung.
Please, Marianne, I'm just trying.
Stay away from my children. They don't need your guidance.
I'm just trying to help.
I don't need help. Not from you, not from anyone else in this fucking town. I'm done with all of you.
You're done with the food I give you? The fuel? Maybe you are, but the kids
Are my children, Tessa. Mine. Not yours.
Please, let's not do this here. Let's go into my office.
Fine. Okay. You two, wait here. What is wrong with you?
Interessant. Das ist auf jeden Fall eine wichtige Entscheidung jetzt gewesen.
I'm
Ob es
still
die richtige
skeptical,
war?
but okay. For now, let's say Marianne was being Marianne. But once they got into the office, they both went at it. Hard.
What do you think they were arguing about? Me?
Don't know. It was impossible to hear anything after she cranked up the music. But hey, now that we know she was lying to our faces, let's ask her.
Bin ich auch der Meinung. Ah, voll interessant. So interessant hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht, dass das.
Is there something I can do for you?
Earlier you said Marianne kept everything to herself. But you two had a big fight a few months before her death, didn't you?
We argued all the time. You'll have to be more specific.
This wasn't about who cheated at Canasta. This was intense. You locked yourselves in the office so we couldn't hear.
Yep.
I'm sorry. It was a long time ago. Now, I was in the middle of something.
Okay. We'll leave you to it. Damn it.
I think she knows more than she's letting on.
Duh.
Yep.
But there's no way to nail her down when we don't even know what we mean.
If we could pinpoint what it was about, she'd be out of excuses.
Sure, but how do we do that? The music was too loud to make out what they were saying.
Marianne and Tessa were obsessed with that song. It was on all the time.
What are you thinking?
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Maybe listening to it will trigger something.
You may be onto something here, Ronan.
We can't go back to her with anything half-assed. We should go talk to Tom. Make sure we build as strong of a case as possible.
Okay. Let's see if we can figure out what song it was.
Ist er Tom, oder was?
Hey, Tom.
There's something I can help you with?
This might be a weird question, but do you remember the song that Tessa and Marianne used to love? They played it all the time.
How could I forget? I think she's still got the CD back here. A little
okay.
worse for the wear, of course. Hold on.
Nu come.
Here it is. I was happy when it got put away, to be honest. A bit cheesy for my tastes.
Ist gut, dass ich Musik leise gemacht habe. Weil so
This is it, right?
kann ich Copyright
Think so.
bisschen vermeiden. Bisschen vermeiden. Das geht. Los geht. Okay, da ist eine Erinnerung. Wo ich da jetzt hingehen?
Whoa. I just got hit with a flood of memories. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Should we check this one out?
So, mal gucken.
Mom, stop! That's so embarrassing!
Oh, yeah? Tessa, come join me. I know you love this song.
No, I couldn't possibly. Some of us are actually trying to get work done here.
I forgot how carefree she could be.
Yeah. What the hell happened? You think there's more memories lurking around?
I don't know. Let's see.
Hier zum Beispiel ist eine. Ist voll interessant, dieses Erinnerungssystem.
The kids keep pestering me for these candies, but they're so expensive.
Oh, just grab a bag. It's fine.
Oh, no, I can't, Tessa.
It's nothing.
Okay. But write it down in your little notebook.
Okay, okay. Whatever you want. There. Happy?
Yes. And I'll be by on Wednesday to help you close, like I promised.
Tessa acted like she was Marianne's mom sometimes.
I think you mean Tessa was self-righteous and treated Marianne like a charity case.
She was trying to help.
We should see if we can find that notebook she was holding. I know Tessa still keeps a bunch of them in here somewhere.
Das ist, glaube ich, die wichtigste Erinnerung, das hier.
What are you doing here?
I thought you needed help at the store.
I needed help 2 hours ago. Have you been drinking?
What? No, I just had a day, okay? I took a pill. I'm fine.
Marianne.
I said I'm fine. Kids, come on, let's go.
Wait, please. I have something for you. Take a look at this when you get home, okay? They can handle this confusion. I've been working with these people for years. They can help.
What do you think that pamphlet was Tessa gave to Marianne?
I don't know. I saw it in Marianne's room. It had a creepy vibe, but I didn't think much about it. It was bad, though. Like, maybe conversion therapy bad. I'm sorry.
Whoa. If this is true, I want to know how Marianne felt about it. And we need to hit Tessa with some hard proof.
Haben wir hier noch mehr? Was haben wir denn da?
Can I help you, Allison?
Oh, no thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for something that I forgot. Ah, 2004.
Anything interesting?
No show. It looks like Marianne started flaking on her debt in October 2004.
5 months before that night.
Okay.
What's this doing here?
Sammlerstück. Einfach mal mitnehmen.
Got paid to write this.
Okay.
Tessa? Is it okay if I run a quick Google search? My phone's dead.
Sure, but make it quick. I'm going to need the computer.
Samatarien, Amazon.
Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. Wait, what? Is that what she recommended for Tyler?
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Yeah.
Let's see how Tessa explains this one away.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, we've got a good sense of what went down. Let's talk to Tessa.
Okay, da wollen wir uns doch mal mit ihr unterhalten.
Is there something I can do for you?
Wir hören uns an
We're back.
Anzeiten.
With details that should help your memory.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Marianne, one of her days. You were trying to talk, but she wasn't cooperating. The two of you started arguing, and you went in the office and cranked up that song you both loved.
And when was that?
Well, our memories don't exactly have timestamps.
Ich hätte es mir merken sollen eben. Oktober.
August 2004. That's when she stopped paying off her debts to you, right?
August? No, that doesn't sound right. I distinctly remember her helping during the summer rush. We were still on good terms then.
So, you did end up on bad terms at some point? When?
I honestly can't pinpoint the exact moment. But she got harder and harder to be around. I'm sure we never fought about money, though. I could see that she was struggling.
Yeah, we didn't think you guys were arguing about money.
Achso, die Stiche lassen.
She sounded like she'd had enough of Delos Crossing. She said she was done with you and the whole town.
Was she having some sort of episode that day?
I'm sorry. I'm really trying hard, but I just can't remember. Your mother acted erratic for months. We fought many times.
Was it ever about me?
It was always about a lot of things. She was struggling with everything at the end.
Did you try to convince Marianne to send Tyler to some kind of program?
No. And I think you should go now.
Tessa, I'm here to figure out if Marianne tried to kill me because of who I am. Do you get that?
I do.
Then why won't you help me?
I truly don't understand what went on in her mind that day. And it will always be my deepest regret that I didn't see it coming. I hope you find your answers. I really do. I pray every night for you too. But I have a lot on my plate right now. So I need to ask you to leave.
Macht sie jetzt Tüte?
Sure, we'd hate to be a burden.
Shit.
Can we have our groceries?
Michael already put them in your trunk.
Okay, thanks. Bye, Tom.
See you later.
Der ist sympathisch, ich mag ihn. Auch wenn er ein bisschen komisch war, als
What are you
erzählt
thinking?
haben mit Bruder.
Just trying to wrap my brain around all that.
She led us on a bit of a conversational snipe hunt, didn't she?
Yeah, but it's kind of an answer, right? She didn't want to admit what they were fighting about, which makes me think it was me. You spooked her with that talk about the program. I think Marianne really was trying to figure out how to support me before whatever the hell happened that pushed her over the edge.
You may be right.
Denke ich auch mal.
She stood up for me, Alyson. She was still crazy Marianne, but she saw me. I feel lighter. Like I've been carrying something around for the last 10 years, and now it's gone.
Puh.
I'm really happy for you.
Ja, ich auch.
But
That just opens a whole new box of Pandora's, doesn't it?
Schon wahr. Schon wahr.
yeah, a whole damn shipping crate full.
Well, it's a good thing Eddie's expecting us. He knew Marianne pretty well, and he was in charge of her case.
Did he ever mention anything about the investigation to you?
No, I never asked. And I'm sure he thought I was better off not knowing.
Guess that might have made for some awkward
dinner conversation.
Exactly. But I mean, he's a good cop. Thorough. I'm sure he's got something. Let's go.
Könnte interessant sein, was der so sagen hat. Definitiv. Police Department. Richtig alt.
This is kind of bleak.
It's usually more crowded, but the other officers punch out at 6 o'clock sharp.
There's no crime after 6?
In the mean streets of Delos Crossing, just bears and drunken disorderlies. And Uncle Eddie can usually handle them on his own.
But what about drunk bears?
Anyway, he's probably in his office, upstairs.
Upstairs, okay.
Damn, they've still got this creepy mascot, huh?
What? Officer Justin Beaver is not creepy. He's Delos Crossing's longest-serving officer. Home sweet home.
You spent a lot of time here growing up?
Yeah, whenever Eddie was working. The whole precinct's basically family.
Okay, wo haben wir die Erinnerung?
It's freezing in here. What? Claire Brown went missing on a snowmobile trip?
Yeah. I thought you were still Tyler. You coming?
Hier ist eine Erinnerung in der Nähe, aber wo? Da.
Come on, man. We can't make these poor kids sleep here.
Well, where do you suggest they go? Social services will be here in a few hours, and this is the only room with a bed.
Anywhere but a cell. We'll find some other place.
God, not here too. I'm not ready.
Me neither.
Waffenkammer.
You think we could find some files about Marianne in the archives?
I don't know, but it's off limits anyway.
Maybe Eddie would show us her file?
Könnte sein. Klopf, klopf.
Allison, hey. Just finishing up a call. Trying to convince Melinda the Ravens and her garbage aren't police business. Give me a few minutes.
Sure.
Make yourselves a cup of coffee. Here's the key to the break room.
Thanks.
Come back upstairs when you're done, okay?
Oh, Schlüssel haben sie.
Coffee sound good? The machine is in the break room downstairs.
Dachte, man könnte vielleicht reingehen. Anscheinend kann man hier nicht sehr viel machen. Egal. Gucken wir mal. Noch mehr Erinnerungen.
You know, I really thought I'd locked those memories in some deep, deep part of my brain.
Same here.
Something's in the way.
Irgendwas im Weg.
Whew. Rose never lets me back here.
Wo ist die Scheißerinnerung denn jetzt? Na hier.
Where are we going?
We're just gonna sit down in here, and I'm gonna ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay.
Heftig.
You okay?
Yeah. I just usually try my best not to remember that night when I'm here.
I would too.
Huh. Rose left the computer on.
Passwort. Ja. Das ist eine gute Frage, was das Passwort ist. Polizeibeamte mit ID und Passwort Zugriff im Rahmen der Einführung.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Okay, da komme ich doch bestimmt irgendwie dran. Wie komme ich da dran?
Something's in the way. Man, they are never gonna catch this guy.
What exactly did he do?
This guy keeps stealing out of people's mailboxes. Asshole snagged a box of fancy washi tape I ordered online.
See, I was picturing an actual mailbox bandit. You know, like hopping around on a post with a little mask on the door.
Huh?
You know, the mailbox is the bandit. Sorry, it was a bad joke.
Ja. Tyler, ich mag dich, aber das war ein echt mieser Joke.
Okay, let's go in.
Ich will immer noch die ID gerne finden. Das Passwort.
Yep, it's locked.
Officer Vincenzi?
Ugh, they've let this place get gross. I'm not that hungry.
You think they'll mind if I take one?
Ja, die sind von letzter
These are
Woche.
definitely the same cookies that were here last week, but knock yourself out.
I'm so hungry.
Okay, mit dem Kaffee kommen wir wahrscheinlich weiter, denke ich mal.
Ooh, that's gotta be a new record.
Ah, den schieben wir doch gleich mal weg. Damit wir hier schneller durchkommen.
This is heavier than I expected.
So.
I'm not going in.
Na komm schon.
I'm not that hungry.
Okay.
Officer Wilson.
Yep, it's locked.
Ist aber auch keiner dabei, der immer offen ist. Oh, was kann man denn da machen?
What's on your mind?
Just thinking about how we slept in that corner over there.
Yeah, on that paper-thin mattress from the cell.
It could have been a pillow top and I wouldn't have slept a wink. I don't know how you come here every week. I've been here 10 minutes and it's already fucking me up.
Tut immer noch weh.
It never really stopped hurting.
Hattest du auch Albträume?
Hey, do you have any reoccurring nightmares about that night?
Yeah. Why?
Well, remember that nice lady from social services who picked us up? Oh, what was her name?
Sandy, I think?
Yeah. I used to dream about her a lot.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. It would always start out pretty normal, like we'd be sitting in the living room with Marianne doing a sewing lesson, and then suddenly she would turn into Sandy, and she would hold us in her arms, pulling us in tighter and tighter until I would wake up practically choking.
Jesus.
So, are things gonna be weird at all between you and Eddie?
Ganz
I took the
bestimmt
gift,
sogar.
Allison. I'm trying to make an effort.
Thank you, I know. I just want everything to be cool.
It will be.
Ja, das wird merkwürdig, das
Let's
kann
go.
ich definitiv
Ja.
schon sagen. Leak Standings. Ja, das ist irgendwie... da.
Check out this masterpiece.
You made it?
Uh-huh. I glued it to the pot one day when I was bored, and nobody has bothered to peel it off.
Okay, haben wir hier gar nichts. So. Okay, gut, dann müssen wir uns erstmal einen Kaffee nehmen.
How is it still warm? You sure you want coffee this late in the day? You'll be up all night.
I don't think I'll sleep much anyways. Too much on my mind.
Those dusty couches won't make it any easier. Hey, you okay?
Hello? Tyler?
I can't do this. Calm down, Allison. Stick to the plan. Come on, don't freak out on me now. I can't, please, I can't lie. We already lied. It's all gonna be fine, okay?
Was passiert? Was ist genau passiert an dem Abend?
You
Da würde mich
okay?
so interessieren.
Honestly, no. Do you ever regret?
No. No way. Well, maybe once or twice early on, but now, no way. I mean, look where we're at. Look where I'm at.
Uncle Eddie's probably done by now. We should go find him.
Do you mind if I go inside that room for a second?
You sure?
Wow.
It's the first time I've been in here since that night. Eddie was so uncomfortable he dropped a vase.
Ich bin mal gespannt, ey.
Here, have a seat.
All right.
Damn it. Oh, sorry.
Huh, they kept this?
What?
It's that vase. They glued it back together.
Yep. So sieht echt so aus. Meine Güte, was man alles machen kann hier.
What are you looking at?
This poster. I kept staring at it that night. I was picturing myself in the forest.
hunting for goblin treasure. Just wanted to be anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Glaub ich. So, komm, wir sollten gehen. Ah, hier. Okay. War schon interessiert daran, wo das ist.
Why did you separate us? Is Ollie okay?
Ollie's just fine, honey. They're all in the other room having cocoa. Everything's gonna be okay. I need to ask you a few questions now. Come with me?
You're awfully quiet.
Yeah. Sorry. Trying to deal, but it's a lot.
Okay, gehen wir mal nach oben.
Hey, sorry that took so long. Sometimes these old folks want us to come out just because they're lonely.
No worries, Uncle. Hey, do you remember this guy?
Yeah, of course. How can I forget? Tyler Ronan, back in Delos Crossing.
It's good to be back.
And just look at you. A man grown.
Yep.
Guess I ate my Wheaties.
The whole
So kann man
clan's so
sagen.
proud of you. How you work with those kids at Fireweed. I always say children are the future.
I thought that was Whitney Houston.
Come on, bro. She stole her entire act from me. Everybody knows that. Look at you two. Reunited and it feels so good, huh?
Yeah,
sagen.
not sure how I got by without this dork. Look, Eddie, we aren't here just to say hi. We found something in Marianne's room. Things aren't really adding up anymore, and we've got questions.
Oh, yeah?
Hat sich Marianne Sorgen gemacht.
Did she mention anything about us that might have been worrying her? About Tyler in particular?
No. She dealt with those kind of worries all on her own. Kept the rest of us at arm's length.
I see.
I will tell you one thing, though. Your mom. Never knew her to hate anyone for being unconventional. Usually, it's the other way around.
Did anyone mention anything about her behavior in the days leading up to that day? Anything at all?
No. Everyone I talked to said it took them by surprise.
Did you see her at all?
Merkwürdig.
In those last few days?
No. I hadn't seen her for weeks. Maybe a month before.
Puh. Okay.
Thanks, Uncle Eddie.
If you want my advice, nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but there is.
Can we take a look at her file? Maybe we'd see something you didn't.
Her file?
Her case file, her police file, whatever you call it. You keep those pretty much forever, right?
We do, but I can't just pull it out right here, right now. There are procedures.
But you're the chief.
Which makes it even more important that I follow procedures.
Look, Chief Brown, are you gonna help us? Or are you gonna be a cop about
Tyler!
this?
No, it's fine. Tyler, I know you resent me, but Fireweed was the best deal I could get you.
I'm not mad about fireweed, but I may be a little salty you kept my sister away for 7 fucking years.
That's what this is about? Look, that was the court's recommendation. They're the experts. I just went along.
Yeah, sure you did.
Trust me, son. We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense, but we couldn't be sure.
I can't believe this.
Look, we couldn't be sure, okay? I was trying to protect you both.
So you still not sure?
What?
You still think keeping us apart was the right call?
She was traumatized.
We needed each other to heal.
Yep.
And you took that away from us.
So why didn't you let your sister visit when you turned 18
Uncle,
then, huh?
please. Let's move on.
She's never gonna tell you how much that hurt her, but it did.
That was about me. It wasn't about her. Allison gets that. And 3 years is nothing compared to 7. Right, Allie?
Es war falsch, uns zu trennen. Ich muss mit ihm zusammenhalten.
Look, Uncle, separating us like that did not help me heal. If anything, it was the opposite. Even if he had been dangerous, I'd have taken the risk. Being apart was that miserable.
I didn't know you felt that way, little moose.
It was hard to talk to you about it. I didn't want to seem ungrateful. Look,
Muss zusammenhalten.
we've all fucked up. And we've all hurt each other. But isn't that what family's for? Can't we just move on?
Sounds like the right call. Times like this, I wonder who raised who.
We're gonna stay the night at the old house. We better get going.
You wanna grab a bite first? It's on me. Don't want to send you out there with empty stomachs.
I would not turn that down. Okay, let's go.
Schon heftig. Deswegen heißt das Spiel auch Tell Me Why. Was zum Teufel ist das? Was ist denn? Wobei ist jetzt? Oh!
Allison! Allison!
Das sieht echt so aus, als wenn sie vorher offen zu ziehen. Creepy. Wer weiß, wer das war. Wäre auf jeden Fall mega interessant, mal rauszufinden, wer es war.
Please, Mom. I'm sorry I cut my hair. I won't do it again. I'm going to kill you! No. Please. Please. Mom. Mom, please. No, don't do this.
Er hat sogar erstochen.
Was?
Oh, das war sie! Sie hat sie...
What?
Nein. Sie hat sie erstochen. Nicht er. Sie. Und er hat das auf sich genommen.
I killed her. Allison, we need to call for help. I killed her. No, you didn't.
Oh shit.
I killed her.
Oh
And
shit.
when they come, that's what we're gonna tell them. No, no. Yes. We look out for each other.
Oh
That's
shit.
what goblins do.
Mit der Schere, wo es den Haar mitgeschnitten hat.
And brothers and sisters.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
We're gonna be okay.
Oh shit. Das hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Dass sie ihn umgebracht hat, hätte ich nicht erwartet. Also sie die Mutter umgebracht hat. Hätte ich nicht erwartet, ey. Heftig. Aber auch heftig gut, dieses Spiel. Das war mal ein Twist. Heftiges Thema auf jeden Fall. Und rauszufinden, warum sie das getan hat. Beziehungsweise, warum die Mutter versucht hat, ihn zu töten. Die haben ja irgendwie was von Schüben, haben sie gesagt. Kann vielleicht sein, dass die irgendwie psychische Probleme hatte und in dem Moment so irgendwas gesehen hat, was sie nicht, was normalerweise gar nicht da war, oder dass so irgendwie unter Tabletteneinfluss stand oder so und irgendwie in ihm das gesehen hat, was ja nicht da war. Könnte auf jeden Fall mega interessant sein, das noch rauszufinden. In Episode 2 und 3. Ja, aber wie gesagt, das hier ist echt heftig und auch eine sehr interessante Story, muss ich wirklich sagen. Die haben das richtig gut hingekriegt. Und es wurde ja auch am Anfang, das habe ich auch nicht eingeblendet, wurde ja auch geschrieben, dass sich mit allem Möglichen auch beschäftigt wurde. Unter anderem wurde auch jemand, der Transgender ist, wurde zu dem Thema interviewt und alles Mögliche und wurde sich mitgearbeitet mit. Von daher nehme ich mal an, dass es ziemlich gut gemacht ist. Ja, aber auf jeden Fall ist das mega interessant, finde ich das hier. Und ihr könnt mir auch gerne mal in die Kommentare schreiben, was eure Meinung zu dieser Episode ist und was eure Meinung allgemein zu diesem Spiel ist. Also würde mich echt mal interessieren. Und ja, wenn ihr bis jetzt zugeschaut habt, danke. Ich werde auf jeden Fall Episode 2 und Episode 3 noch machen. Und ich bin schon mega gespannt darauf, wie das Ganze hier ausgehen wird. Aber werden wir in den nächsten Tagen noch sehen. Gut, dann würde ich jetzt einfach mal sagen, falls jetzt noch eine Vorschau kommen sollte, werde ich mir die auf jeden Fall noch mit euch zusammen anschauen. Ah, es kommt noch eine Vorschau.
So what now?
Vorschau.
Well, he's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves.
Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
Interessant. Also werden sie in dem nächsten Part auf jeden Fall noch dort einbrechen. Interessant. Ja, aber wie gesagt, gut. Dann würde ich auf jeden Fall jetzt einfach mal sagen, ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn ja, dann könnt ihr mir lieben gerne ein Abo da lassen. Daumen nach oben, teilt es mit Freunden, Bekannten. Dann sieht man sich beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dahin und tschüss.